Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Mark, and I'm back to introduce you to another one of our new designs. And this one's the classic pickup truck with a bunch of bed elements. Terrible title, by the way. I got to get better at that. You're going to love this one. It's so easy to make. This entire piece that I have in my hand, you can make with just one sheet of material, and it comes with a slot in the back where you can drop all of the different elements that we have provided, or even ones that you guys make. For example, you can have one like this that has a Christmas tree and a sled in the back, and that's really cute. We also have some leaner text elements like this that say Merry Christmas, or perhaps one of my personal favorites, Family is Everything. And you can interchange all different kinds of text to go on there, or don't use it at all. You can swap out the items in the back for different ones that are in the set, or make your own. For example, again, you can have some flowers that go in the back, or maybe some seasonal pumpkins like this. And of course, we're also going to then immediately follow up with some additional text leaners, as well as different things in the back for other holidays or for other things that you want to celebrate. So this one's going to be really flexible. You're going to love making it super easy. So let me jump into looking at all the files with you so you know how to use them, and I'll teach you a couple tips and tricks along the way to make it even easier. So let's take a look at the files now together. All right, let's jump into this file. As always, we're going to start by reading the text first, and then we'll go through the pieces. First thing, as always, is black equals cut, red lines equals score. Do not get those mixed up, especially don't cut the red lines or you'll be very sad. So black equals cut, red equals score. The slot size in this particular design is referring to the slots that the tabs in the truck fit down into, and that slot size is 0.12. So make sure you measure your materials and test that before you cut everything else, and adjust the slot if needed. And the tabs on the bottom of the truck are 0.24 inches long. So these are made to go through or into a double base that is each 1/8 of an inch thick. All right. So if you decide to use different thickness of material, that's totally fine. Just make sure that you look at both the slots themselves, the width of them, and then the depth. Okay. Definitely use a double base of 1/8 inch. You can't do this with single, because if you do it with a single 1/8 inch base, your tires will stand up because the tabs are not long enough or too long for your material. All right. And then the last thing, the rectangle with the partial circle sticking out of it on the top is a spacer, pink lines. Okay. That one's right here, this piece right here. We'll talk about that in just a minute. It goes in the back of the truck to keep some of the elements standing up. All right, so let's go through all the pieces here one at a time. We'll start over at the left side, and we'll start stacking things together, and it'll start making sense for you. Actually, we'll start with this one. So this one right here is the main back piece of the truck. It's just a silhouette of everything. You're going to stack everything on top of that one. So let's take this one right here next. If I don't get it perfectly stacked, don't let that distract you. We won't spend a lot of time getting it perfect. You'll stack that one on top. You notice that it has red score lines. You want to score all these lines. Don't cut those, okay? Now, right here's your first option. When it cuts the window out, you can take that rounded rectangle out and throw it away if you want, or you can paint it whatever window color you want and put it back in. It's up to you. On ours, I left it out because I like a little bit of depth showing in the window of the truck, but you can do what you want to there. Okay. All right. So next we can start putting all these different pieces on. Like here is the front bumper that goes right there. We paint those chrome. You can do whatever you want to with those. Here's the back tail light, or the bumper. I'm sorry, the bumper there. Here is the back tail light right there. The rearview mirror can go somewhere in this neighborhood right there. This is the front headlight, which will go right there. Handle for the door. And then the grill on the truck goes right there. Didn't get that exactly right, but you know where that goes, just like that. And then here come the fenders. Here's the front fender, and it just goes right around the headlight there. And it goes over the tire a little bit, about like that. Here's the back fender. It's upside down currently, so let's turn it around. Get it straight. And it goes right over the back tire. Now, I am doing this incorrectly as far as layers are concerned, because the tires go in like this and they go behind the fender. Okay, so the fender goes over top of it. And then you put your tires on first and then the fender. Just like that. And now we're pretty much almost done. This is the bed rails right here. You can paint that whatever color you want. They go on top of that. And then what we have left here are the spacers, or a spacer. You can cut 2 of those if you want. You may need 2 every now and again. And I'll show you how that goes in just a moment. And then these open rectangles all go together to be the bed of the truck that the elements sit in. So what you're going to do is you're going to stack these on top of each other, glue those together. 1, 2, 3, just like this. And pay attention to this next part. You're going to put this on the back side of the truck. So in other words, you flip it over. And if you notice, this arm is slightly taller than that one. Okay? And you'll see in the back of the truck that the bed of the truck slopes down just a little bit. So the tall part goes toward the cab. And I can't flip this over in this program, obviously, because you can't. I guess I could, but you're going to put it right here, glue it on right like that on the back, with the high part going toward the cab. And then this part here is going to go on top of that one to make it a box. So you're going to glue it just like this on top of those. Again, I can't emphasize this enough. Tall arm goes toward the cab. Short arm goes toward the tailgate, and you'll be good to go. I left one of them out, sorry. You'll want to put all 4 spacers in there. And then this thing right here is just an optional spacer, so that when you put some of the elements in the bed there, depending on how thick they are, they might want to wobble or tilt, and you can just slide this down into that slot before or after, it doesn't matter where you put it, to tighten up that the fit there so the item won't tip. So you can cut 1 of those or 2 of those, whatever you want. We intentionally made the bed 4 layers deep because we wanted you guys to have options to put other things in there if you wish. All right, we're back to the stand now. There's a double base right here. Just goes right on top of each other just like that. Make sure that you edit those slots first if you need to. And then it goes just like this, and your truck goes right into that long slot. And we left the slot long because we've got some new things coming up for you. And I said this in the other video, but make sure you do not glue the truck into those slots. Do not glue them, because we are coming out with some follow-up pieces that you're going to want to change the slot out, or the base out. So don't glue that guy in. And then this one is just a little lip for the leaner text, and it goes right in like that right there. And your text can lean against that and stand up without falling down to display on the truck. And that is all there is to the main truck. So let's now jump over to the other ones. We'll go through these really fast because they're very simple. Here's the truck leaners currently. A Merry Christmas, family is everything. Happy Halloween. Make sure that you score these lines here. Do not cut those. Love you. I heart you. Out to lunch and gone fishing. This one goes in the back of the truck. And then these will lean in the front. So you can swap those out whenever you want. We're going to be coming out with several more of these in the coming weeks that won't cost you anything because you're VIPs. Those will go to you for free if you're a VIP. And we'll let you know when those come out. Next one is the Easter bed element. Again, these are pretty straightforward. They just glue they just glue right on top of each other. And make sure you score the red and cut the black. This one goes just like that. This one goes here. Probably don't even need to do this because it's really obvious. And then the grass goes on top of each other like that and like that. And that goes in the back of the truck, of course. Then the next one is the Christmas insert. I really like this one a lot. The sled goes right here, right on top of this one. I won't get the angle right exactly, but you'll get it when you put it together. Goes right there. And then the present has a bow. Whoops, let me ungroup those, sorry. Ungroup those. The present has a bow that goes right in here. Then this piece goes there. And then there's the knot on the bow that goes like that. Then you'll take this whole stack and it goes in here just like this. This tree goes, this tree goes up and around I gotta ungroup that, sorry. Yay for live video. And then there's the tree rotates like this. and goes around the gift like that. And then you got the piece that goes on the end of the gift. It goes right in like this. So that's how that goes together. Then the fireworks are a close second as far as my favorite here. But I want to give you a couple of tips along the way for this one. Number one, the fireworks bursts or the explosions there, the arms are a little bit touchy there. You don't want them to get broken off, so be careful. They're designed this way on purpose because of the look we're going for, but you don't want to do a lot of handling of these. You don't want the kids to play with them because they could break off, so just be careful as you're taking care of them. The second thing is that these two items right here you get to choose between which one of these you want to use. These are the pieces that go over the rockets themselves right here. Like this one here goes over the rocket. And you can choose to either have the candy stripe look for the rocket, where maybe it goes white, red, and so forth, just like that. And if that's the look you want, you would copy and paste this one twice so that you can cut them and have two sets of those pieces and then glue them onto the rocket. Or if you just want the rocket to be a red or whatever color you want, you can use the solid rectangle as well. But you choose which one of these you want to use and don't use the other one, all right? So it's optional. So after that, everything's pretty straightforward. You would just paint this back piece however you want the starburst to look or the explosions to look. Then you can put your the star right here. And then the tops of the rockets go just like that, just like you'd imagine. Once again, see if I can turn this reasonably well. Goes just like that. You choose the rocket body that you want, like we talked about just a minute ago. And of course, you're going to copy paste because you'll have two of those. And I am just having a time this morning. It's all good. And there's the body there. And then there's the two wicks or fuses right there. And the last thing, again, then is these two, because these are the sticks that go under the rocket, so you can paint those a different color. So that's how the fireworks work. And then let's go to the last couple ones here. We'll go to the flowers. These are really straightforward. Now, let me tell you about these, though. Remember, red line equals score. You can cut that if you want instead of score and paint them different colors, but I will tell you they're going to be small and a little bit fiddly, not really fun to mess with, so that's up to you. We scored them, but you can do whatever you wish. This set right here, I'll show you how this one works. This is pretty cool, too. It's simple, but this set goes right here, and you're going to cut the black lines. You'll be able to put the centerpiece back in to paint those different colors. And then this one here, you paint separately and go on top of these, all right? So that way you can have technically three different colors and it's easy to deal with. And then the pots just go right on top like that, right? And then the last one, I believe is, no, we got a couple more. Let's close this one. Then we've got the hearts, pretty straightforward. You just paint the back piece. Here's the pieces that go on right here. Oops, sorry, that one goes in the center. And this one goes on the outside, just like that. And then your XOXO goes on top. Then we got the pot of gold. Again, you get in the rhythm here. There's the back piece, and then this piece that goes on top, and then the two clovers that go just like this. And again, if you want the gold to be gold color, all you got to do is paint this back piece gold, and then this front piece can be black or whatever color you want the pot to be, and that's what will show up, right? Then I think we got one more. Yeah, we got the pumpkins. Super simple. Paint the back piece whatever color you want for the stems. Put this on front. Make sure that you score that line there. Do not cut it. I guess technically if you cut it, it would still be okay in this case. You could paint the two pumpkins different colors. And that's how that works. So let's go back to the beginning here. Remember that you've got a couple of these spacers you can cut if you want to, and I think you really like using those to help things stand up. You can also add your own things to the back, add your own leaning text to the front, whatever you like. And again, we'll be coming back in the future weeks and months to add more free add-ons for this guy, for everybody that's a VIP. So this will just keep getting bigger and bigger in value. So I hope you love it. Let me know if you have any questions. And of course, I'd love to see what you guys make with this. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.